Now we're on to letters 33, 34, and 35 in this video. Two are very short letters from Elias Davis to his son Johnny, and those two letters bookend a longer letter to his wife Georgie. This is from early 1863. The first letter to Johnny is not dated, but the next letter to Georgie is dated February 3rd. So it's likely that this first letter to his son Johnny is very early 1863. So letter 33 now. Dear Johnny, you must obey your ma, as I will be proud of my little son. Your pa, E. Davis. That's it for letter 33. Letter 34, this is to his wife Georgie. This one is rather long, it's longer, and there's a lot of unintelligible aspects to it near the end, all kind of clumped together, so you'll notice. Here goes letter 34. My dear Georgie, 8 furloughs were sent to our regiment today. All of the enlisted men who applied for furloughs from our regiment have been furloughed. Only 5 of us have not heard from our applications, so when any more furloughs are sent to the regiment, I shall expect one. Ours may not be granted until 1st of March. I would prefer it to one now. I believe I shall take one whenever it is offered to me. The weather is quite cold. We had a light snow this morning. News from papers I consider very cheering. The prospect now for an early peace is much brighter than it has been since commence of the war. We are much better prepared to fight now than we were at this time last year. A rupture among the northern states will close this war. The seeds of discord have been sown among them. They have germinated and their offsprings are nearly matured in growth. At what time the war will close, no person can know. I am of opinion that if foreign mediation does not end it before summer, that the spring and summer campaign will end it. February 4th, I commenced writing this yesterday, but did not finish because I could not mail it until today. Last night was the coldest night we have experienced this winter. This morning is very cold but clear. I wish you could know how comfortable I am in our bunk this morning. I am writing unintelligible. Prince is cooking. Worthington is superintending it. All comfortable and merry around the same fire. Breakfast is ready. We have buttered biscuit, molasses, bacon, and sassafras tea. We eat but 2 meals a day on account of shortness of the days and the inconvenience of cooking so much and so often, not on account of scarcity of rations. Doc Glenn cooks for us. He can make most an excellent biscuit. Glenn suffered very much from toothache last night. I extracted his tooth this morning. He is a good boy, very much changed since he left home. All of the boys have changed since leaving home. The majority of them for the better. There is one exception. John Martin is the same John Martin that he was before he left home. John's health is good now. He is becoming quite fleshy. Louis Fawkes is in his better health now than he has been in for years. He looks much better than he did before the war. We have heard that Jackson was wounded in fight at Murfreesboro. I hope he was not seriously wounded. I don't think any more fighting will be done on this side of James River this winter. The weather and roads will not allow Yankees to advance on us if they are disposed to do so. I hope the hardest fighting has been done. If you have any clothing to send me, don't send it, as I expect to go home before spring. I don't suppose Ralph will visit you, as his leave of absence is so short that it will not allow of his going to many places besides Pa's and Suttle's. Here comes a lot of the unintelligible. From the fact of his having but few days to spend, unintelligible, did not request him to go see, unintelligible. At the time he left here that I would, unintelligible. He left, and that we would meet a, unintelligible. Parents can live to see the, unintelligible. Conflicting governments adjust, unintelligible. May have no cause to be ashamed of our, unintelligible. But on the other hand, that they may rejoice in their old age at the well-doings of their children. Georgie, after this war, I shall use my utmost exertion to make money and live a life that you nor Johnny shall blush at. Hoping that this may find you, Johnny and all the family well, and also that I will soon get a furlough, I close. Your husband, Elias Davis. And now for a much shorter letter 35, again undated, but this one would fall between February 3rd, 1863 and February 7th, 1863. Another very short letter to his son Johnny. Dear Johnny, I purchased you a hat a few days ago. It was one given to our company by the quartermaster, too small for any person in the company. I received your letter. Take good care of your little dogs, and we will kill squirrels after the war. Your Pa, E.D.